it's Kayla and welcome back to my channel, Faith Within Autism. Today we're going to be talking about two major roadblocks that you don't realize are secretly blocking your child's progress and preventing their breakthroughs. And then I'm going to share with you the number one most effective tool to overcome these roadblocks and apply them to your life. So I really hope you enjoy this video. So the two major roadblocks that are preventing your child from progressing are fear and worry. Fear is basically the unpleasant emotion that's caused by the belief or, you think something's likely going to happen. And it's usually something very negative. When you fear your child's growth, you're actually fearing their future, really, because we're believing that the struggles they have right now, not only will they not change, but you're sort of unintentionally putting them and placing them in the future. And another one is fear of judgment. What others think of our children. You don't want to bring your child to this location around these people because you fear judgment. Even though the majority of the time, nobody is judging your child. Not in the way that you think they are. But fear causes you to anticipate these ideas. So you actually start acting on them. Like, for example, have you ever defended your child on a topic or subject that nobody's even brought up? You don't even realize you're doing it. So all these fears, they lead to worry, the second roadblock. And worry is basically like hitting the replay button. So you think of this fear and it's just a constant mental battle and a mental cycle. And you cycle these fears in and out and you just keep thinking about them. And you don't realize how many times you think about them each day. It's like, I can't ever see my child accomplishing this. My child will never do that. I can't bring my child here because of this, or they'll probably act like this, so I can't bring them here. Fill in the blank. All these fears, they have all this power over us. So basically, to overcome fear and worry, we need the antidote, which is faith. And ironically, faith is the opposite of fear and worry. Faith means believing so strongly in something you just can't see yet, or you don't see a lot of. Walk by faith, not by sight. That's 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7 in the Bible. Walk by faith, not by sight. It means you're walking down this path without seeing what's in front of you, believing strongly in your child's progress, in your child's breakthrough. And I mean really believing. So how do we replace fear with faith? In this one simple but has to be intentional mindset. And that's actively seeking your child's progress, which means to expect the progress. With fear, you will always look at what your child's not doing. And believe it or not, we miss out on a huge opportunity to see what they are doing. If you have fear of something never happening, that something could be right in front of your face and you won't see it. You won't register it's even there. I'll say that again. Your child could be doing something for the first time and you won't even notice it. I want you to get this. You cannot believe your child's going to talk if you have a fear of them never talking. You see what I'm saying? I can't tell you the amount of times that I'm talking to Lauren Barlow or Dan Hammill. Those are my daughter's speech therapists. And, Lauren will say, oh, did you hear Mila say that? Or Dan will be like, look what Mila just did. And I have to take a second and play back my memory and think, I did hear her say that. I did see her do that. How come I didn't register that? How come I didn't catch her saying or doing that? Because I didn't believe she could do it. I didn't have faith. I've been fearing that she couldn't. So when she did, I guess my mind played it off as a coincidence, or I just didn't see it. My fear debilitated my ability to see my child's progress. If it wasn't for her therapist to actively seek her progress, which they do because in their case, it's nice for them because they see children progress all the time. So it's very easy for them to picture my daughter progressing because they've seen it. It's been done before. So side note, your child is not the only one going through this struggle or through all these struggles they have. Other children, other people have had those same struggles and they've overcome them. That's not to discourage you. It's to give you faith that it can be done. And of course, there are some areas that cannot be done. Like if your child born without certain physical attributes, So whatever your child is struggling with, write it down. In fact, pause this video, get a paper and pen, and just write down every single thing your child's struggling with. Everything. It could be 1, it could be 20 things, everything, okay? Because those struggles are what you're going to actively seek your child progressing in and strongly believing it. And guess what starts to happen? This is really cool. When you actively seek your child's progress, you naturally create environments for your child to thrive in because you start to visualize them happening. You want your child to engage and socialize more. Well, maybe you create an environment where he or she has more of an opportunity to engage. Maybe you take away the iPad or the TV for longer periods of time. Maybe you get down on your child's level now and really watch for that engagement. You start naturally just creating that environment for them. Just imagine your child is this beautiful seed, okay? And when you plant a seed and wait for it to sprout, there's a little bit of a wait. And in the waiting, do you become discouraged? Do you give up on the seed? Do you fear and worry it will never sprout? Do you stop watering and supporting it? No. You wake up every morning excited to see when it will sprout, when it will have that breakthrough, when your child will say the first words, when your child will make a friend. Not if, when. And you water and support it, even though you don't see it sprout yet. That's the unshakable faith that we need. Now, this video isn't to say, oh, your child isn't struggling, they're only progressing. No, our children are struggling. We're not in denial that our child's struggling in certain areas. We're just not accepting them to stay in those current situations. And fear and worry no longer have a hold or power on us anymore. And this new journey you're on will take a huge weight off of your shoulders. It's time to start believing in your child. Your child needs you to have faith, probably for the both of you right now. It's time to start loving the life that God gave you and not stressing and worrying because you have faith. But faith is a gift, and God does not force you to use faith. You have your own free will to do what you will, but you have to choose to use faith. That's on you. But you will notice a life-changing shift when you do use it. And lastly, be thankful when you do start to see it. No matter how small or big, be thankful. Thank God for those moments that come. Because the moment you start to accept and receive and give thanks, the more blessings come.